Hey folks, welcome back to Calvin's Guide Game. I'm continuing on with my top 100 games of all time. I'm at my top 50 to number 1, so hopefully this will be enjoyable for you. If you're liking these videos, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this video with a friend, leave me a comment, let me know what some of your favorite games are. But we're at number 50 to 41. So let's go ahead and see what's on my 50 to 41. Coming in at number 50 is Camel Up. Camel Up is a racing game with camels and entitled camels. But you don't own any of the camels. You're just watching them race around the track, betting on them, trying to guess which one is going to come in first. And there's also things you can do for each leg of the race, who's going to be ahead or whatever. But it is a really fun game. It's a family game. It's not cooperative, but you're going to roll these dice out of a little plastic pyramid. You'll shake it up, and pow, one dice will fall out. It's the color of a camel. You move that camel that many spaces. But the fun part is it has some camels that go backwards. So there's two camels on there, the crazy camels or whatever they're called. But if your camel stacks on top of one of those, it could go backwards instead of finishing the race. So it offers some interesting times at the table. Guys, I really enjoyed this game. I really do think it's great for families. So check out Camel Up, my number 50. Number 49 is Survive, Escape from Atlantis. This game is you're trying to get off Atlantis by boat. Everybody's competing to get their islanders to the safe zone without getting eaten by a shark, a sea monster, the boat being capsized by a whale. This game is just a lot of fun. I really enjoy it when I play it. Each one of your little meeples has a number on the bottom, and you don't look at those numbers. You just stick them out on the island. And then, excuse me, and then you're trying to get them on boats, or you can have them swim to the island if you want, but I wouldn't advise it. It's pretty dangerous waters with sharks and things, and your opponents are rolling these dice, and sometimes they get to move a shark, sometimes they get to move a whale, or the sea monster, I think it is. Guys, this game is hilariously fun. I really enjoy it. So if you like those competitive games where it's kind of cutthroat, you are doing bad things to other people, then this might be a game for you. It's called Survive, Escape from Atlantis, my number 49. My number 48 is probably one of the newer games on this list. And it is the newest game, I think. It's a 2021 game. It's called Night of the Ninja. In this game, you all represent a house of ninjas, and you're trying to get your house to win. But the cool part is you're not just hoping your house wins, but you're trying to help your house win, because there's cards that you have, and you're going to play a card on somebody else, and you could assassinate them. There's things that could happen. It could backfire on you. This game is a lot of fun. It's a hidden role game. It's a party game. It goes up to like 12, I think, folks. I think it's 12. But anyway, it plays a lot of people. It's a lot of fun. I think it plays better with the higher player count. So Night of the Ninja is my number 48. 47 is a huge game. It's a big game. Not as big as Gloomhaven, but a big game. And it's called Fortune and Glory, the Cliffhanger game. In this game, it's kind of set like an Indiana Jones type game. So if you like adventure, I think this might be for you. But what will happen is you're going into these situations, whether you go into a cave or a temple or whatever, and you're fighting sometimes against the mob, or you may be fighting against Nazi Germany. Trying to get the relics and things, kind of like in Raiders of the Lost Ark. This game is a lot of fun. And it's called Cliffhanger because at the end of your turn, you will mostly always end on a cliffhanger to where you may or may not make it. So it's a really interesting game. I really like it. You may be too young to remember the old movies where it said, will so-and-so Batman get out of the predicament that he's in and be able to escape the lair of the Joker. Tune in next week. Well, it's kind of the cliffhanger game, but you don't tune in next week. You just play your next turn. but it is a lot of fun. I think if you like adventuring games, I think this might be for you. Kind of a storytelling as well. But Fortune and Glory, the Cliffhanger game, is my number 47. My number 46 is a Western game. I'm not a big fan of Western movies or Western books, but I did enjoy Western Legends. Western Legends is like a sandbox game. You can rustle cattle. You can play poker in a saloon. You can round up bad guys. You can be a bad guy. You can be a sheriff, or you can help out the sheriff and all those things. Lots of different things to do in this game. Lots of path to victory. So I really enjoy Western Legends. I haven't got to play it as much as I'd like. I don't actually own it. But when somebody asks, hey, would you like to play Western Legend? I'm jumping in every time because I think it's a fantastic game. A little bit on the long side, along with Cliffhanger, the Fortune and Glory Cliffhanger game. Both of those are kind of on the longer side. But I will play them because I do enjoy them. That's why Western Legend is my number 46. Number 45 is a game I've owned for quite a while, and it's called Run, Fight, or Die. Run, Fight, or Die is you're fighting off zombies wave after wave after wave. And there's certain win conditions that you could meet. You get so many survivors, or when the crossroads card comes up. This game is really luck driven. So if you're not a big fan of luck driven games, it's probably not for you, because you're rolling dice, you're chucking these big chunky dice, and you have 3 levels of zombies coming towards you. Everybody has their own board. It's almost playing a solitaire game, if you will. Everybody's playing their own kind of board and managing it. But if one person dies, the game's over. So you're hoping everybody will stay alive. So it's kind of a weird situation. But the game is fun. In level 1, you can hit them with anything. A baseball bat, which will knock off 2 zombies. You can shoot one. You can push one back with the run option. The run option is you running away from them and they get further behind. So you push it back to level 2 or section 2. So, but section 2, you can't hit them with a baseball bat, because you can't reach them unless you have a special ability on one of the cards that says you can throw the baseball bat to hit them. But you can't hit them from there, so you either have to make them run away or you shoot them. And there's some other combos that you can roll that will help you do other things. So there are items in the game that will allow you to do that as well. You can explode one hole with dynamite or some kind of explosive. You can blow one section away and kill everybody. So it is awesome game. I really enjoy it. That's why Run, Fight, or Die is my number 45. Number 44 is Apocrypha, Box 1. I don't know why they call it Box 1 or World 1. This game is a lot like Pathfinder, where you have these decks that you're going through sections of places, and you're trying to find certain things to get through. You roll dice to see if you achieve whatever it is. Sometimes you'll get items. Sometimes you have to fight something. And you kind of build your deck too, because if you get it, you get to put it into your deck, and you may get to use it later. So I really do like this game a lot. I haven't played as much as I want, but it really did make an impression on me. That's why Apocrypha is my number 44. My number 43, a fabulous game, is Time Stories. Time Story has this wonderful mechanism of going back in time, and you only have so much time to do something, or if you mess up, you have to go back to the start, and then you get yelled at by the leader or whatever, but you continue to go back out, learn new things, learn different things, and eventually you'll get to solve whatever's going on in that world. And I like the way the cards lay out and form a panoramic view of what's going on. It looks really nice on the board. But some of the things I'm not a fan of is that there's only one scenario in the box, and I have to buy other scenarios to keep plugging into the system to make it work. But the game is fabulous. That's my number 43, Time Stories. Number 42 is Escape from 100 Million BC. In this game, you have went back in time, your time machine crashed, and parts scattered all over the terrain. So you and your other folks are trying to go out and gather up the parts to your time machine so you can put it back together and get out. But you going back in time created these rifts in time where people from past, present, or whatever are getting into the rift. You have like Amelia Earhart, Abraham Lincoln. You have all these people, so you've got to try to get them back to the warp hole where they came from, and you send them back before you can leave, because if you don't, the time track advances. This is a cooperative game. It is not as difficult as some cooperative games which I have, but this one gives you enough challenge that you're searching these tiles. Sometimes you run into prehistoric animals and you have to fight them off, run them off, or sometimes they hurt you. So this is a really interesting game. I like it. That's why it's my number 42, Escape from 100 Million BC. And number 41 is Obscurio. Obscurio is kind of like Mysterium, but it happens in a library. I believe that's what it is a library. And you're going around and trying to figure out kind of what the murder or what the deal was about. You have the book or the ghost or whatever it is in there that's trying to get you to do that. And it uses the same kind of pictures that Mysterium uses, but I found it to be a little bit, I don't want to say easier, but I want to say it's a little lighter as far as setup and the game master having to remember everything, because there is one person kind of running the game. But the game is pretty good. It is a fantastic, well, I don't want to say pretty good. It is a great game. So the only thing that I have a problem with is getting it to the table with folks, because it takes quite a few people to play it. You can't play it with just two. I mean, you could, I guess, but where's the fun in that? You want to play it with a larger group of people, because Obscurio is more fun that way to me. So I enjoyed it. That's why it's my number 41, Obscurio. Guys, if you like some of these games on this list, let me know. If you've never heard of them, let me know. What do you think that would be in your top 50? Let me know. And guys, we'll start getting these out a little quicker, as hopefully I can have some time off during the holidays to be able to get this done before the first of the year. So I'm trying to get all these out as I can. So hopefully we'll get to my top 10 very soon. Guys, be looking for it. And once again, remember, subscribe, hey, like, and comment. Guys, I always love your comments. Hey, and get a board game to the table. Spend time with your friends and your family this holiday season. And thank you for watching Calvin's Guy Game.